Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, Michigan day number 2. Getting the kayak rigged up here, getting ready to rock and roll. We're on a brand new lake today that I have never been on in my whole entire life. This is one of the lakes that I wanted to come check out last time I was here and just never got the chance. It's called Mona Lake. It's about 20 minutes from Whitehall, and I have zero expectations because, again, I've never been here before. I have no idea what to expect. There's a sign at the boat ramp. It warns of muskies. So we do know there's some muskies in here. But outside of that, I don't know if it's a largemouth lake, smallmouth lake. I'm going to assume there's some largemouth in here. Ton of docks, ton of shallow water access, which I'm really excited about. Seawalls, a lot of man-made stuff. And normally in the north, when you've got a bunch of man-made stuff and seawalls and stuff like that, you got a bunch of pissed off largemouth up shallow, like eat all the things that I like to throw. But we don't know until we get out here. And so we're about to send it and send it hard, see what we can get done, and hopefully catch a crap ton of fish and just have us a great day out on the water. And the best part about this is if not, I'm like 10 minutes from 5 other lakes that we can pull out and we can go to. And there's nothing funner than a good old Michigan lake hopping mission. I've done many of those with Mr. Benjamin Nowak, and he kind of taught me how to do the Michigan lake hopping thing. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just telling you he taught me, and I know how to do it. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's get this kayak rigged up. Let's get in the water. Let's go set the hook on some and see what we can get done. In the arms of the angel. All right, howdy, folks. Made it on the water. I have no idea what's going to happen. There's a dead smallmouth at the boat ramp, though, so there's smallmouth here. Hopefully that's not an indication of the smallmouth population, that it's a waning smallmouth population, but yeah, I think I'm going to tie on a jig. Because the wind's ripping and I want to fish docks, but it's going to be hard to fish docks with the wind blowing like this. But we can do it with El Yigo. Alright, there we go. It's the deadliest combo in jig fishing, in my opinion. Berkley skipping jig, little stink bug on the back. Let's go. There it was. Maybe. There he was again. Got him. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I wish you guys could have saw that. That was awesome. That was awesome. That fish bit twice in there. Look, he's pissing hard too. They may be spawning in there. Make sure and get another cast in there. But that fish, he bit 3 times. That's funny.
2 hours later.
Lord of mercy, that looks like an at-home fish. You get some food, Bubba. Yeah, buddy. Go eat you some bluegills. Lord of mercy. Well, guys, I'm trying to piece this puzzle together. We've got 1 on a jig. What's that? 3 on a wacky. The 1 on the jig this morning came on a boat, like a dock thing, the dock riser thing that you put your boat on, and so it's essentially a dock right in the center of it. And it bit like 3 times, and it bit, and it would grab it and run it like it was on a bed. And so I don't know. I was talking to a dude at a local kayak shop yesterday. He said he's still catching a lot of fish on beds. And so we still may have quite a few fish on beds up shallow that are doing the bedding thing. But this water is very like tannic looking. This is one of those northern lakes. It's got that kind of brownish water, not that clearish water. So I'm not going to be able to actually see them on the beds. It's going to be a lot of blind casting. But I'm kind of breaking down these docks right now with the wacky rig. I've had a couple bite it just as soon as I cast it in there, and then I had one actually chase it out, which is interesting to me. It makes me want to pick up something moving and go hit some of these docks, maybe something like a bladed jig or something like that, just to see. But yeah, very interesting so far. We're trying to break this thing down, trying to figure out what these fish are doing, because I know once I can kind of get them figured out, a lot of the times on these northern lakes like this, you can just go run a pattern. And whatever they're wanting to eat, that's what they eat, and they eat it, and you just go throw it. But yeah, so right now I've got a wacky rig in my hand. We're going to switch between the wacky rig and the jig, and then I think I'm going to tie on like maybe a bluegill colored bladed jig and toss it around as well, and just see. I don't know. We got to break it down. Just got to keep fishing until they show us something. Show us a bigger piece right now. We got like 5 pieces of the puzzle, and all of them are a bunch of random like side pieces, and they're not really helping us put the center together. So we'll figure it out though. There had to be one on that dock. A little guy. A lot of males. A lot of males. Look at though. Freaking little chunky donkey.
Alex studied every slobber knocker he had, trying to convince himself he actually knew how to catch bass. Unfortunately, he sucks as bad as everyone on the internet says he does.
Alrighty guys, well, I think we're going to do a little bit of lake hopping. This lake is not as productive as I wanted it to be. I think the westernmost part of this lake would probably be the best part of this lake, but unfortunately there's no public boat ramps down there, and it's about 3 miles down there into the wind, and I just don't want to fight the wind all the way down there just to fish. And so I think we're going to pull out. We're going to go back to White Lake, go right back to Whitehall, go put in downtown and see what we can get done. White Lake is a fun lake. It's a lake that I caught some really big bass on last time that I was here, tossing around a cold shad and a Swimbait and a wacky rig and stuff like that. And so it's all the stuff that I like to do. But I think that's what we're going to do. I told you today, 0 expectations, and we might have to do a little bit of lake hopping. And so I think we're going to do some lake hopping. Just a good old lake hopping, Michigan fishing mission. Say that 5 times fast. But yeah, so that's the plan. We're buzzing back down here right now. We're going to get everything on the trailer, head back up to White Lake, and see what we can get done. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens, and anybody else that might be watching out there in the universe, we have made it to spot number 2. We're going to see what we can get done. Last time I was here was last year, about this time, maybe a week earlier, and I caught a dang near 6-pounder on this bridge down here on El Colchado. So we're gonna pick up El Colchado. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish on El Colchado, because the conditions are almost exactly the same as they were last year when I was here, and I almost caught that 6-pounder down here. So there we go. God, there's so many fish right here. Yeah. Coal shad eater, son. Oh, coal shad eater, son. I love it. Coal shad. I don't care how big it is. That is like my favorite bite. Oh, that's my favorite bite. I love it. I love it. I love it. Laid it right next to the kayak. That was badass. It's a good one too. God, that was a cool bite. Oh, that was a cool bite. Oh yeah. Heck yeah, that was a cool bite. That was a cool bite. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's the biggest fish of the trip so far. That's badass. Let's see how much this one weighs. Oh, that was cool. Let her go. She's bleeding a little bit. We were going to get a weight, but let's go ahead and let her go. Let her get out of here. Get back down there. She smoked that coal shad. Oh, I love that bite so much. So I ran down here this lake. I'm telling you, this thing is full of freaking fish. I mean, just full. And you guys saw how many swings I took at that, where that fish ate too. There's so many that sit here. You just cast and cast and cast. And all of a sudden, the other side, they wanted to smoke that thing. Got it. God, that was cool. That was freaking cool. I just figure eighted that freaking fish right next to my kayak. That was freaking awesome. Oh, that was cool. I literally just figure eighted that fish right next to my kayak. He bit. I swung, top back in there, and he smoked that coal shad. Oh, that's so cool. I have to get out from under here. Oh my God, what a chunk. What a chunk. That's so much fun. I mean, just up under that bridge. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. That bridge right there, that's one of the funnest bridges in the country, I have to say. There is always fish on that thing, and they like to eat a cold shad. I mean, like, I don't think you can ask for anything other than fish that like eating a cold shad. But we're gonna buzz up here and fish around just a little bit more, let that rest, see if we can get some of those fish to reposition. I had 4 more bites. I wouldn't say bites, I had 4 more pushes on a glide bait. So I think if I can give them some time to reposition and kind of get back into place, they may actually want to come up and eat the cold shad. But yeah, that's fun. We caught some fish right there. Like, I was really hoping that was going to work out that way, and it 100% worked out that way, and it makes me happy. And so now we're going to buzz up here and actually fish in front of the Airbnb we stayed in last year, because I caught some fish there last year. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's go see what we can get done. Oh, that's a good one. Lord have mercy. Yep. Come here, buddy. Oh, I barely got you hooked. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Tubbling. Gotcha. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. There you go, guys. Little dude came off of that patch of lily pads right there. I wonder if there's a bed or if that fish was just chilling. Well, he's a chunk though. I say little. He ain't little. He's a chunk. Heck yeah. I'll get him back. Thanks, buddy. But we have made it back to the Airbnb. We're down here in downtown Whitehall. If you just literally, like, right behind me in this building is downtown Whitehall, Michigan. And what's really cool is you've got White Lake is all right there. And so literally I can walk down to White Lake and go fishing. There's a boat ramp not even a minute down the road from me. But I wanted to show you guys this Airbnb because this is one of the coolest Airbnbs that I've ever been in my whole entire life. And it was built in 1922, so it's over 100 years old. And like I said, one of the coolest places that I've ever stayed. And so yeah, let's do a little MTV Cribs style walkthrough of this incredible place. All right, guys, so here we go. So this is the loft on Colby. The reason it's called that is because it is a loft on Colby Street, which is actually over a brewery, which is really, really cool. So we got a brewery right downstairs. You got literally restaurants within walking distance all around here. They're going to set up a band here tonight. They're going to have a live band, which is really, really cool. But let's go inside, check this place out. The phone is not going to do it justice of the scale of this place. I mean, these are like 25-foot ceilings. Legitimately, you could set my boat straight up and down in here and probably still have room on the top of how big this place actually is. But it is a loft, which is cool. So it's like a loft above the brewery, like I said. And it is full of a bunch of like historic, old, just really, really cool stuff, like almost artifacts of Whitehall, which is cool because I love that kind of stuff. I'm like a history nerd anyway, and so like when you get to see all this stuff, it's really cool. Like this is actually the first piano ever brought into Whitehall, Michigan. Like, it's over 100 years old, and they have it just sitting in the living room, which is cool. Then you got your big picture window. You wake up to this in the morning because there's actually a bed right up there. So there's a loft with a bed, king bed. So that's the first bed. Also got a pull-out couch. So if you're bringing multiple people, you got everything that you need. But that's your view. That's White Lake, which we're probably going to fish there tomorrow, depending on the wind. I got to look at the wind, but that is White Lake, and it is got some freaking giants in it. And White Lake actually connects to Lake Michigan. So you go to the south end of the lake and catch smallmouth. North end of the lake is full of largemouth. And then obviously you guys can see the pads and the grass and everything right there. Just a really, really cool place. Also, look, it's a little mayfly. So maybe they'll start eating those. But yeah, so you go turn around, get the living space here. Got you a giant TV. So if it's a Saturday that there's a UFC fight and you're here, you can do that. It does not come equipped with either my mother, my wife, or my baby. So all of those things are sold separately. A little bit expensive, but we can include them. She can cook pretty good. She can clean pretty good. And that one's about near useless. Obviously got the rods and reels, everything that we need here. Getting a little preview of what we got set up for tomorrow. Actually caught one on that today. You guys saw that. Got washer and a dryer. Got a half bathroom, so you got everything that you need there. If you're sitting here watching your UFC and you need to take a pee, bingo. Then if you head upstairs, like I said, we've got a loft and a loft. I don't know what you would call that. It's a double unloftro. That was stupid. Pull out couch, so that can sleep some people. Got a king size bed with a full bathroom. And so again, if you're bringing multiple people, you're gonna have plenty of places to sleep. You have plenty of places to shower. You gotta have a clean butt. You have to do that when you're fishing. Could probably sleep on the couch down there. And then obviously you have like all of this room right here that you could put air mattresses or whatever you wanted to. I think this place like officially sleeps 8, but I'm sure that you could bring more people. Like I said, if you're doing a trip with the boys, it would definitely be a place to consider because it's not that expensive. Like it has like variable pricing like most Airbnbs do, but we're in peak season right now and it's only $500 a night if you were to rent it. Obviously, the great people of Whitehall were nice enough to give me this place. And when they gave me this place, they did this for me too, which I just got to give them a big thank you. This is a basket in the shape of a fish, full of Swedish fish and goldfish with gummy worms, because they know I'm a fisherman. That's just wicked. They also hooked us up with a bunch of gift cards for all the local restaurants. I'm really, really excited about that. Essentially, what this trip is going to consist of is going and fishing in the morning, picking a restaurant, and going and eating at night. And it's just going to be fishing and eating and having fun. And so they hooked us up. I mean, like you said, Oh Brothers, you got Big John's Pizza, the Gnarly Heifer. I've had that place. It's really, really good. You got a, what's this? A coffee shop, several coffee shops. I mean, just really, really cool stuff. But just have to give them a shout out for this. I mean, they even made me a sign that says, "Welcome Alex and family." That's just so cool. Also, there I am. Also, there's the kitchen. So you got a full kitchen. So if you want to cook, you can do that. And then we'll head into the back here, which is, again, just looking at all this stuff. Like, here's the floor plan. Like, they got the floor plans for this place on the wall. You've got, like, all these cool signs. I'm sure that's really old. I have no idea. You got stairs that you can't walk on because I'm assuming they're very old. Like, they have no supports. And Bethany said it best. That was, like, probably really cool before that there was actually a code that says you couldn't do stuff like that. And that's probably why they don't want you on them now. But that's neither here nor there. And then I guess if you're into tea, we've got a tea set. Walking into here, this is like the in-between space. So living room over there, couple bedrooms right there. Before we get into that, though, check out this bug collection. That's crazy. I don't know what that thing is, but I don't like it. I also have a skeleton of a bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but he's in there. We shall name him Jim. And a map just in case you get lost. Now, going in to the bedroom here. This is bedroom number 2, technically, because there's a bedroom upstairs. This is just like big king bed, probably like a master bedroom, quote unquote, which is attached to this other bedroom. So you got king bed and a king bed, so plenty of places to sleep again. And then right out here, this is Colby Street. So this is the main street, the main drag in Whitehall, Michigan. Like I said, within walking distance of all kinds of different little stores. There's like a Whole Foods shop right down here that's like, not Whole Foods, but like good organic food. It's a brand new organic market that just opened up. I mean, like all kinds of cool little restaurants all right here within walking distance, all locally owned, which is also cool. Like you can support local business by coming here and staying. Like buying this Airbnb, local business, all of these restaurants that we're going to go visit, all local businesses. And so you're supporting a small, like local business run town here in Whitehall when you do stuff like this. But obviously baby's room and then another full bath. And yeah, like I said, 4,900 square feet of one of the coolest Airbnbs that I have ever been to. And like I said, the phone does not give it justice, the scale of this place, but just absolutely awesome. I'll make sure and link everything down below so that you guys can go check it out. I absolutely definitely would. If you're planning a trip up here, whether it be fishcation or like a trip with the boys, like I said, look into this place, look into Whitehall, Michigan, because it's the perfect place to kind of like home base out of, and that's exactly what we're doing this week. But yeah, guys, there it is. Wicked Airbnb. It's only $500 a night. So, I mean, if you want to bring the family up here, want to turn it into a fishcation or do it with the boys and split the place, it's not that expensive to be right in downtown Whitehall, right on White Lake, 20 minutes from Stony Lake, 20 minutes from Muskegon Lake, 20 minutes from Muskegon River. I mean, you can go fish. Obviously, Lake Michigan is literally right there. I mean, it's just freaking incredible. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It was fun, and this is only day one. We've got an entire week to catch fish, have fun, eat a bunch of food, and just enjoy ourselves. And yeah, as always, you guys are sweet. We will see you later. Bye.